Happy Saturday evening, everybody. Tokyo Drew here. I'm just decided to play a little Castlevania 3. I just wanted to show you how I get through the final level of the game. This game is already hard as nails as it is, and the last level is no exception to that. I'll be playing it on the Castlevania collection on the PS4. And we'll get right into it here. Again, with the birds, they'll just stop, watch what they do. Jump and hit them, jump and hit them. If not, just see what they'll do. Because you stop, they'll stop, and then you can plan a hit accordingly. Once that's done, you can head down the staircase. Then we're going to jump, we're going to slip through the gears, drop down the auto-scrolling Tower of Doom here. Again, with the Medusa heads, just stand your ground, just take them out one by one. And before you make every drop, you want the level to scroll a decent amount so you can just drop. The idea is not to be on this screen for very long. It's pretty much the end right here. It's going to start to crumble. Just jump to slow down the crumbling, and then jump again, then jump again. You'll land here. If you time it like that, you should always land safely. This is another tricky hallway here, mainly because you don't know where the bats are going to spawn. I could decide to spawn behind me, which will randomly happen. That's what makes this level really, really annoying. It's just those bats. You never know where they're going to spawn. I'm just going to tank the hit, go through the door. I've never been able to reliably kill that bone pillar and go through the door. If somebody else can do it, more power to you. I mean, I mainly tank the hit too, because I know there's food right here, so... Now we have full life. And this, just run right to the staircase, because that skeleton, you're going to want to take it out as soon as possible. You can't really afford to take any damage. Again, 4 hits and you're dead at this point in the game, so... Really all you're going to need is the axe. The axe and a lot of hearts. Now this is the scariest part of the whole game right here. These pendulums and these bats. Because sometimes the game will just decide that you lose and it'll just knock you off, so you just gotta hope. Like right there, see that? It's all where these bats spawn. That's gonna be the make or break. Like right there, that was a good spawn. Now this one was good. That was fantastic. That's the kind of one you want. Straight in line, then just jump. Now right here, this is pretty much the last hallway in the game. What you can do here is you could farm for hearts. The candles keep reappearing. Pretty much anything over 50 is fine. I usually farm the 50 hearts. People usually have Sypha when they play through this game, because they usually get the blue spell book and just orb everything to death, which is cool, and they'll kill everything fast. Like right now, in this state, I have Alucard, and Alucard, I haven't found Alucard very useful in battle. If you guys have, that's great. Oop. The only thing is, you know, he can turn into a bat, which can get you out of some tight situations. But other than that, I haven't found much use for Alucard in battle. His projectile is just super weak. Yeah, we just show him real quick. Sit in your Symphony of the Night Alucard, he looks like a vampire. And that's the projectile there. It's very weak and very slow. His main thing is down and B, you turn into a bat. And then down and B to transform back. I mean, using that to get out of tight situations is great, but other than that, I have not found him useful in combat. So now this first form right here, I haven't found a very reliable way to kill him without taking damage because of his attack. So he'll at least hit you once. If you can just get the damage in on him, just don't stop, just don't let up. Like from the stand, then just start whacking him in the head. He will hit you, that's okay. Now the idea is to take him out before that second hit. And you shouldn't have any issue with that. Now the second form is probably the easiest form. Just stay to the right. But the thing is, on the second pass, he may cut you off in the corner. So if you don't take him out by then, just sneak underneath him and take out the rest of his heads. Because again, see, sometimes he'll head right into the corner. You just never know what he's gonna do. Now, the final form of Dracula here, stay to the right. And the idea is just keep pummeling him with axes. And watch out for those lasers. Those floating platforms are not your friend. They may look like they're helping you, like, oh, you know, we'll get you closer to Dracula, and you just don't know where they're gonna land. The momentum of your jump can take you right off a cliff. This is a game of patience right here, so when it's safe, throw an axe, and just keep an eye on those lasers. And don't get ballsy. And do not go in the middle of the arena, because you get caught on one of those moving platforms like that. Again, it's tempting because it's like right at his head level. You could squeeze out a couple of axes on him, but I just don't feel like it's worth the risk. If you think it is, go right ahead. And there he goes. And that's the kill right there. And that's how you can reliably beat Dracula. Then we got the orb. Ooh, the blood's pumping on that one. That's always something. It's tough. I can't always reliably do it, but when you do it, it feels good. Then you get to see the ending with Alucard. I feel like most people beat this game with Sypha, which people also say is a canon ending because you know from there he marries Sypha, and they're pretty much the precursors to Simon's ancestors. And that's it. That's the ending there, guys. And again, I'm just not a speedrunner or anything. That's just how an average person would just get through that. It's a very tough game. A lot of people just give up on it. Like I know the Angry Video Game Nerd had an episode about it. He just gave up on the fight, but it's definitely doable. Like I said, just use those tips. I hope this video helps you guys, and I hope you have a good Saturday night. Thank you.